Hello guys, welcome to the channel Divine Truth Tarot. I'm Sarah and I'll be your intuitive guide and your reader. So what I have for you today is a New Year's Eve reading. Now, there's a lot of things that we could say about 2020, not the least of which is that it's been the most challenging year that humanity as a whole, as a group, as a collective, has experienced. And I feel like it's less of a welcoming in 2021 energy and more of a good riddance 2020 energy that's sort of circulating in the air. And so what I wanted to do was to bring in some good juju, some good vibes, and I wanted to just do an energy check-in with the counterparts because the energy has been anxiety provoking at this time, with a lot of us feeling all sorts of things bubbling back up to the surface to ultimately be healed once and for all. So today could be a very challenging day as you feel like you're forced to, especially if you're around 3D family or friends, you may be feeling like I need to be excited, I need to be celebrating, but you may be feeling the exact opposite inside. So I want to ask you guys to go ahead and honor your feelings, what it is that you're actually experiencing. Sorry about that. And instead of just giving in to what society is telling you that you should do or you should feel or experience, what is it that you're feeling? What is it that your heart is telling you? What is it that your soul is calling you towards? And if it's just rest and being by yourself, I highly urge you to take heed of that today. So I myself will be cuddled up with a movie, hanging out with my kitties. I've already got my favorite vegan lunch, so I will, or dinner, whatever, lunch, dinner, so I will be having that and won't have to go out, won't have to be amongst the chaos. It feels like a very frenetic energy out there, guys, so please just protect your energy. Please just honor where you are today. And also don't put so much pressure on yourself in terms of New Year's resolutions, because oftentimes those don't work. And so what I'd invite you to do instead tonight or tomorrow is to just really enjoy your company. Just really be present. Sure, maybe you do a meditation tonight. Maybe you do some sort of a journaling session. Maybe you burn some things. You burn some Palo Santo and sage. Maybe you burn some things from 2020, right? Letters or papers or whatever it might be. Whatever you decide to do, leave it behind as much as you can. Take the lessons and leave the pain is always my motto. So I would highly encourage you guys to do that. And as we step into this reading, I'm going to invite in the archangels to please assist us, especially Archangel Michael, in creating a sphere of protection. Let me get my microphone on. I didn't realize it was protection around this reading and everyone watching, myself included. And please allow me to be a pure vessel of unconditional love, divine strength, divine truth, divine intelligence, and divine compassion and joy for all. So let's get started. We're going to pull a card from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle, gift from our Lucy. And I also want to give a huge shout out to our beautiful divine feminine soul sister, Maya. Maya has donated a Canon camera to the channel, and I was absolutely blown away by this. So Maya, thank you so very much for your generous donation. It's been charged and now I just have to get a memory card and I need to practice and experiment using it, but I'm excited to upload some videos using that new camera. So thank you, Maya. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your thoughtfulness. We appreciate you so much. And to anyone that's ever donated to the channel, to anyone that's ever in some way, to my moderators, to anyone who's ever liked a video or shared or subscribed, I thank you guys so very much for making this an incredible 2020 and for we're almost at 10,000 subscribers. So thank you for being on this journey with me. I appreciate you all so very much. And If you ever do feel like you wish to donate, I have an Amazon wish list. I also have a PayPal link you can donate to. And thirdly, you can make a donation via the super chats on YouTube. YouTube takes 30% of that cut, so just FYI. But I'm very gracious and very grateful. And you know, sometimes that's just easier because you're watching one of the videos and you can just do a super chat. So most of my videos, if not all of them, are done pre-recorded, and then it's a live session so I can join you guys in the chat section. So the donation, it's called a super chat, that's available if you would ever like to donate. And I thank you all so very much. And actually, we had a very generous donation from one of our soul sisters, and let me pull up her name, because she did 2 generous donations and I was able to catch one of them and I wasn't able to catch the other one. Surrounded by Angels, thank you very much for your 2 generous donations this month. I'm blown away by the generosity you guys have shown me, by the love and support. Okay, so let's go ahead and can we please have a card for our Divine Feminines? Use your hands. So this could pertain to some of you who are artists, or who may have been artists but may have sort of struggled to keep that going in 2020. You know, creation, this is all about that Empress energy and creating, the womb energy, the sacral chakra, which is a very sacred chakra. So creating with your hands, this could be cooking or baking, it could be pottery, it could be photography, it could be petting animals, right? There's so many ways, creating something, building something. So and in whatever way that pertains to you, Spirit is telling you that it's a really good idea right now to uplift your spirits, to use your hands to create. And then I also see hydrate. So some of you may be feeling dehydrated. One of the quickest ways to show aging is actually dehydration. So a great way to hydrate yourself, guys, is lemon juice in the morning. It alkalizes your body, even though it's acidic. And then follow it up with a smoothie. Follow it up, smoothie full of fruits. Then follow it up with a green juice, and then go into your day. So just some tips. If you'd like to hydrate, cucumber water is fantastic. Any sort of water that's infused with, you know, cucumbers, mint, you can do strawberries, oranges, lemons, fantastic ideas. So what about the masculine energy? Because we are looking into the counterparts energy. Masculine energy. Deep breathing. Wow, interesting. So masculines may really be going through it today. Many of you may be feeling like you're in your masculine energy, or you may be questioning, am I the masculine energy? Why do I say that? Because the masculines are the feminines could easily be transmuting for the masculines right now, who are really struggling to completely detach from the matrix. Okay, there's still some clinging on energy that we're seeing going on with the masculines in the matrix. And so the feminines might be feeling or transmuting for the masculines. Some of the ways in which this might show up would be sacral chakra pains. You might get pains. I woke up in the middle of the night with stomach cramps and pains, and I had no idea what was causing it. So I do strongly feel like that sacral chakra energy, that root chakra energy, solar plexus, those lower chakras are really being worked on and rebalanced right now within the masculine energy, okay? And while this is happening, the masculines are being asked to really step into a deeper place of surrender, faith, and trust, and really just to slow down. I feel like today is going to be a day of, more so than Christmas even, or the holidays or Hanukkah for these masculines, of deep, really submission. There's a submission energy, like they're just going, I give up. I give in, I give up. Like in other words, not giving up the connection or giving up the feminine, which is energy they've been in the past, trying to push it out of their thoughts and heart and mind. It's like they give in, meaning, okay, I give in. Like this is a part of me. This person is a big part of my life, and I'm going to give in to this connection instead of fighting it. So that's an interesting energy for the masculines. A lot of them will be doing some deep breathing or meditating. I'm telling you guys, they're picking up yoga, they're picking up meditation, they're picking up mindfulness. And as they do this, guys, okay, as they do this, what's going to happen is the masculines are going to be in this place, be in this space of really and truly it's like they're discovering, or for some rediscovering. It really is a rediscovery because they're ancient beings and souls. Rediscovery of themselves and who they truly are, okay? Who they're becoming, who they've been, why they're here. And this deep breathing, it's just like they're not even going to realize they're doing it to heal themselves, okay? They're wanting to connect on a deeper level. They're tired of living superficially is what I'm hearing. They really are, guys. I also, while I was driving, got a ton of signs from my own masculine when I was out earlier today. And one of the signs that I received, which I thought was very significant, was the sign that was saying, it was basically the sign that was saying union is happening in 2021. And I just got this major download, and I thought, this is significant. This is something that everyone needs to hear. Everyone who's on this journey, union is imminent. And it's like union straight ahead is that sort of energy that I got. And I was getting all signs of royalty, royal, trinity. I was getting all of these signs all around me, seeing repetitive numbers, 4s and 7s and 3s in particular. So understand that they are deeply connected, guys, and they're no longer able to deny this connection, especially moving into 2021. I definitely feel anxiety. I feel anxious even as I'm talking right now to you guys. And what I'm really feeling with this energy is that the twins they're headed into a brand new cycle. So old cycles had to end, and congratulations to all of you who were able to end that cycle in 2020. Those of you who stepped out of that cycle of pain, even though it brought on pain temporarily because you felt like you were separate from your counterpart, or you had to separate from them, you had to break away from them. Ultimately, even though it caused both of you heartache and heartbreak, what it did is it made you both stronger, and it allowed your masculine to see that you really meant business, that this is a connection that is worth fighting for. This is a connection with a divine feminine, with a woman or man who is truly, truly honoring themselves. And feminine, by honoring yourself in whichever way you did that. Some of you are in communication with your masculines, and that's a choice. So, and you have those boundaries up, even though you're in communication, okay? So I honor that as well. Honor yourself, and your counterpart will have no choice but to honor themselves. And when you have two people, two divine counterparts honoring themselves and their needs, you're going to come together, and it's going to be absolute dynamite. So I do strongly feel like 2021 is bringing in a lot of, it's like frenetic energy. It's this very charged energy in the air right now. And so I actually feel, unfortunately for tonight, a lot of accidents, like whether it's slip and falls or car accidents. So guys, that's why I'm saying be very careful with the energy tonight if you're going out. This is not to scare anyone. This is just to sort of ensure you know that you're divinely protected. You're a divine counterpart. Just ensure that you're taking good care to really protect yourself tonight. Protect your car if you're driving. Protect the car if you're in an Uber or something, or Lyft, or someone else is driving. Protect your space that you're in. Protect yourself, and wear that shield if you need to be out in public today. If you're a public figure, or you're just going to be out and you're just going to be enjoying the night, okay? So let's choose two cards here. As I was shuffling and talking, these two came out. Really, really beautiful energy that we have here in New Year's Eve. We've got the Fool, which is the dreamer in this card, the very first card of the Zodiac, and then the third to last, Zodiac, of the major arcana. See, I've got this frenetic energy too. It's almost like a manic energy. It almost feels like, yeah, it's a crazy energy. It's like soaring through me right now. So let me know if you guys are experiencing that. So if I'm talking extra fast today, I apologize. It's like this energy that literally wants to come up and out. So the Fool energy, and then we have the third to last card of the major arcana, the Sun, the absolute most positive sign you could receive, feminines. So what's coming is so much better than what we're leaving behind. There are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. I believe that's a quote by C.S. Lewis, and that's one of my absolute all-time favorites. This signifies that there is a happy ending, okay? That there is a happy outcome, and success is happening, but you have to have confidence in yourself, feminine, how far you've come, the demons that you've slayed in 2020 and prior to that, and you have to know that you've really done a tremendous job in really standing up for yourself, and by doing so, you stood up for your masculine and you stood up for your union. Even if it didn't appear that way in the 3D, that's exactly what was transpiring. And then with the Fool card, and you guys know, because this card comes up a lot in our readings, this really talks about divine timing. But it's also, to me, the element of, as we have Archangel Metatron here, this also speaks to me, oh my gosh, okay, I'm going to put them over here. This also speaks to me of divine timing doesn't really exist. It's divine alignment. So don't use timing as an excuse, like to get your shit together is what Spirit is saying. Don't use timing as an excuse. Like, I'll do it next year. I'll do it in 3 months from now. It's now or never, okay, is what I'm hearing. And that's another message that's coming through. I'm literally being flooded and inundated with messages at this time. So I'm going to share them. I'm streaming, I'm channeling. I'll share them as they come through, but it's now or never, feminines. And for the masculines as well, they're definitely feeling this. They're feeling the need to jump in with 2 feet into that cold winter water without worrying about the consequences. So masculines, I urge you guys to heed the call of your soul, to honor yourselves, and to really leave behind any people-pleasing or codependent behaviors in 2020, much as your feminine had to do when she left it behind in 2017. Okay. Wow. Wow, guys. We have judgment. Look at that. Review and evaluate, a favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. I mean, we've got 2 heart cards here indicating new beginnings on the horizon, literally. Okay, Archangel Jeremiel, Archangel Metatron, both with the twins at this time, and Archangel Uriel for healing, okay, for healing, soul growth. So, you know, the Judgment card coming up on New Year's Eve, guys, you know what I'm going to say. I strongly feel like the Judgment card is a card of divorce. When it shows up in a love reading, in a divine connection reading, twin flame reading, this is speaking of divorces. It's speaking of separations, and it's speaking of, I'm hearing reunion. That's another word that was coming up today when I was out and about driving, is reunion. So the reunions are coming. They're absolutely going to flood in next year. I don't know exactly when. I'm not saying January 1st hits. I'm not even saying that all of you will receive communication today or tomorrow. So I'd really urge you guys to, or maybe I challenge you to release your grip on needing that communication to come. So letting that go and instead embracing whatever happens. It's for the highest good. So if you don't receive communication, don't put so much pressure on yourself or your counterpart or your connection. Just let it go, right? Some people received communication through the holidays, some people haven't. It's not good or bad, better or worse, okay? There's no comparison here. It just either it happened or it didn't. And if you could try to brush it off and release it, that would be for the highest good of your connection here. But it is time to move in a new direction. So this is definitely saying that there's a satisfying energy that's coming through with this that really, to me, speaks of fairness, equality, and, you know, justice coming in for the twins. A lot of redemption energy is what I'm feeling as well. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. So this can sometimes be somebody who's hoarding their money. So, and I'm feeling this energy as well. It's the energy that's bubbling back up and resurfacing from 2017, guys. It's not pleasant. It's actually very unpleasant energy. And it's this energy of not enough. It's the root chakra being challenged here, needing to be balanced, which says, I can't survive on my own. You know, money is scarce. It's that scarcity energy. So if that's bubbling back up for you, if that was a theme in your life in 2017, just know that this is a card coming up to say, when you give, you actually receive. Okay, so if you give, you're going to receive that back tenfold. And I think that's important that we really make note of that, okay? Okay. Let's find out where the masculine is today. Where's the masculine energy today on New Year's Eve? Where's the masculine energy on New Year's Eve? There's a little bit of chaos and confusion. Yeah, interesting. Wow, this is fascinating because here, you know, in the union energy here, we had the Four of Pentacles, right? It's like being too cautious, sort of like the energy of hoarding. Now, all three cards that came up for the masculine energy here, guys, it's earth energy, it's pentacles. So this is really, the masculines are in the 3D world, even though they are focused on, you know, healing, and they are focused on those upper chakras. So I feel like they may be sort of torn because you see Two of Pentacles, which indicates a decision that needs to be made. So it's kind of like they're juggling. There's too much going on at once. This is why the deep breathing is required. This is what can heal the masculine energy today, because they're sort of all over the place. And they're definitely in this energy of they want to ascend and they are ascending, but they could be fighting it. And so they're trying to kind of stay in this energy of just being in the 3D. And it gets that energy of fighting their departure from the matrix. Yeah, they need to bring in a little more masculine energy. If you're watching, bring in a little more fun, okay? Bring in a little more lightheartedness, because it's a little, this is serious and heavy energy. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, fears surrounding money. So interesting. There's this hoarding energy going on in the collective. So you could be feeling this and transmuting it for your masculine, and they could be transmuting it for you, because it's showing up in both twins energy. Uncertain self-employment. It's interesting because I'm actually tapped into that, where it's like there's just this feeling of, it's like scarcity, and it's wild because my channel has grown more in this month than I think it has in any other month of 2020. But there's like this energy of there's not going to be enough, and it's an old wound resurfacing, because I healed that shit. I healed that in 2019. I healed that in 2020. I mean, I've done a ton of work on healing money wounds and scarcity wounds and abundance wounds that I carried with me from my childhood. So man, it's like, it's not pleasant, guys. We have the Knight of Pentacles here, loyal, dedicated, honorable, and kind. Okay. So this is a very grounded masculine energy who wants to come in. I think part of this Two of Pentacles energy and Five of Pentacles energy is about the masculine being afraid. Are they going to have enough to give the feminine what she deserves or what he deserves? Because the masculines still feel like they have to be able to provide, even though they know deep down they know the feminine doesn't care about that stuff, and the feminine will take them with just the shirt on their back, literally. The masculine feels it's a self-confidence issue. It's an insecurity issue that they need to heal. So masculines, if you're watching, understand that your feminine accepts you unconditionally. It's never been about the money. It will never be about the money. Your feminine would be happy to be in your arms, you know, in a tent in the wilderness. And that would be incredible. The feminine does not seek the masculine energy to take care of him or her, because we're busy working on taking care of ourselves. So it would be a bonus, but it's not, that's not what we're looking for. That's not what we're seeking. And that's not what we're demanding. It's not what we need. Okay. So there's a very dedicated energy here where the masculine's saying, you know, this is a knight that's all in. Okay. That makes plans and sticks with them. So if your masculine has been an in and out energy in 2020 or before, I feel like that's going to end. They're really thinking today on how can they come forward in a manner that is going to be more predictable, okay? In a manner that is going to also show you that they really and truly have changed and that they are dedicated to this. So if they haven't come forward yet, feminines, do not fret. Understand that they haven't come forward yet because they don't yet feel worthy, because they're working on getting, you know, their finances in order, especially those of them that have been through a divorce or separation from a business partner of some sort, okay, or they've lost a business or lost a job. They're getting back on their feet is what I'm hearing. They're getting back in the saddle and back on the horse, literally on the horse. And as they come forward, they're gonna balance out this Two of Pentacles energy, and this is really gonna assist them if they can really go into this deep contemplative energy today. It's gonna be the best thing that they can do, would be to step away from any family functions or any social functions today and go within. This knight does not want to give you anything less than you deserve. So if they're still tied up with a karmic situation, they're not going to come in until it's clean and clear, until the way is clear, and until they've really paved their way to freedom from that situation, okay? So I know it's challenging, and I know it requires patience, guys. I understand more than you know. So just know that your strength is reflected back on the masculine. Your ability to hold your boundaries and say, this is what I deserve, is absolutely what the masculine's going to do. They're going to follow suit and say, you know what? I deserve better than this situation. I deserve better than what I'm being offered, than this partnership or this business partner or this or the money I'm making or the job I have, I deserve better. So just as you held your ground, feminine, you taught your masculine how to hold their ground, and that's going to pay off in dividends in 2021. I assure you, I promise you, okay, with certainty. So the energy that we have coming in for the masculines in their heart space is the Two of Wands here. This is a beautiful energy. This speaks of new partnerships. This is a budding romance, okay? This is it's the reignition of the flame, but more so than that, it's like the revitalization of the old. So it's going to look nothing like it did before. And I keep on saying that. And I'm so excited to experience that in my own physical world when your masculine comes back in and it's like, we're moving forward. This is a charging forward energy. This is not moving backwards. There's no stuck in the past energy here with the Two of Wands. This is like, we're going gung-ho, full force, full speed ahead. There's no looking back. So when your masculine's ready to be this night, there's no looking back. There's no more indecisive energy. This is just sort of like, ugh, this needs to go. Justice. So we had judgment and justice both coming up. Renewal and justice. Beautiful energies, along with, of course, the Sun card and taking this jump, taking this leap of faith. Guys, I can't stress this enough that justice is being served. Divine justice is being served. Okay, on a china platter. It is coming in to, it's like being served on the best crystal and the best china. Literally, it's like it's coming in. I just see crystal goblets and crystal plates and crystal bowls and china bowls and plates and cookware. And it's literally like the divine is saying, don't try to create justice. Don't try to make karma happen. I'm balancing everything out behind the scenes. Just do what you know is right. That's all you need to do, feminines. Do what you know is right. And then from that point, everything is going to work itself out. So just stay above any drama, especially when it pertains to your masculine. Stay out of their business. It's not your business. It's their business. Okay. Masculine's doing the same thing. The only thing you need to focus on is yourself right now, my beautiful feminines. Focus on yourself, focus on your energy, focus on what it is that you can control. Don't worry about what your masculine's doing. Honestly, don't think about it today. I can sense that some of you guys are like, what are they doing? Who are they with? Nope, stop those thoughts. Focus on something else. Go meditate, go practice yoga, go do a workout, go watch a silly or beautiful romantic movie if that doesn't make you too sad. Go visit a friend, go call a friend, go call your grandmother if you're lucky enough to have a grandmother still. Go call your mom or dad. Go do something that is going to get you into the energy of receiving. Don't put everything, don't put all your all your cards in one basket, all your eggs in one basket, all your vegan eggs in one basket, because what that's going to do is it puts too much pressure on this connection, especially as fragile as it is right now and as fragile as the divine masculine's energy is. The divine masculine is in a cave. This is coming up over and over and over. So divine masculines are still in this cave protective energy. Tell me more about the masculine energy. Yeah, just guys, really, this, and I'm not saying distract yourself. I want you guys to heal this need to know what the masculine is doing, because it doesn't matter who they're with, what they're doing, who they're married to, who they have children with. And I was reminded by this from an email from a beloved viewer. It doesn't matter, guys, who they're with, what they're doing. They love you. They will never forget you. You're impossible to forget. Hold on to that with confidence, guys. Be confident. Understand you're masculine. You guys, the blueprint of your soul is bound to each other. Nobody else can compete. So they can try to distract themselves. They can try. You can try. You will always come back together like glue. You are bonded. No, but it doesn't matter what they're doing or who they're celebrating with. They would rather be with you. Soul truth. They would rather be with you. Yeah, divine masculines, there is still this energy, guys, of sort of the void or the dark night of the soul. Okay, so they're still appearing a mystery. Mum is the word. A lot of them are still not talking. They're just not ready to yet. And yeah, there's a transformation taking place. There's a transformation in the silence that's taking place, because look at this beautiful energy. We have the energy of dark matter and the energy of breath. So guess what? You can see her mouth is closed by a butterfly. Butterflies on her mouth. She can't speak. She can't communicate. She can't tell you what she's feeling. And then we have this energy of life being breathed back into them. So through this vortex that they're in, through this void space, through this dark night of the soul, the masculine energy is being reborn again. They are, guys, they're being reborn again. As the masculine energy is reborn, it's going to feel lighter for them, and therefore hence for you. So you're both going to get this renewed sense of energy that's coming here with the Judgment card, the Judgment call. Okay, the Judgment call has sounded. There's a renewal. I see this as like a renewal of vows, meaning that you guys have already taken spiritual vows in another dimension, in another lifetime, in many other lifetimes. And there's going to be a renewal of that. Breathing new life into old situations is what I'm feeling. New life into old situations. You know what? I'm going to save that for another reading. I was going to pick an animal card, but I think I'll do another reading to premiere later tonight for you guys. Okay, so let's check in here with the tarot deck with the energy of union. Beautiful. Wow. 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 Whew. The Lovers, Six of Wands, victory, success, public recognition. Okay, coming out in public, this would be acknowledging this relationship. The divine masculines who have kept the divine feminine hidden to protect the connection, to protect the love, to protect the union. They're going to want to shout it from the rooftops. They're going to be telling their friends and family, especially those that are going to be engaging in any beverages today, any alcoholic beverages. Okay, libations, those masculines are going to be literally like blurbing it out, and they're not going to be able to stop themselves. They've kept this inside for so long, and they're tired of keeping it from the people in their lives. So I wouldn't be surprised to hear if a masculine literally just confesses everything to a friend. I'm seeing a close friend more than a family member, but it could be like a brother-in-law or sister-in-law. But I'm seeing it like man to man, and he's going to confess his love for the feminine and confess that he's not happy or she's not happy in this life that they're living. And I feel what it's going to do is this friend is going to go, what the hell are you doing? Go get her. Go get him. Go claim them. That is your person. That is your love. This is a once in a lifetime love, and you're letting that go because of your stupid fucking ego. Pardon my language, right? You're letting that get in the way, or you're letting this societal programming get in the way of you telling this person that you love them and want to be with them. Go get them. And I see the divine masculine as the King of Wands, motivated to make this change, ambitious, okay? Wanting to bring the divine feminine home, wanting to bring her home, wanting to introduce her to people in their life, in the divine masculine's life. No more hiding is what I'm hearing. This is a masculine who's very focused and very passionate. This is a leader, okay? This is not somebody who sits back and lets other people make the decisions for them any longer. This is a masculine who has completely stepped up to the plate. And as they step up to the plate, the universe is handing them this love. The universe says, you've stepped up, you've passed the test, and now I'm going to hand this love over to you, this union energy, because you deserve it. I mean, this is all about decisions, and the masculine making the decision to choose the divine feminine. So divine feminine, you are the chosen one. So if you've ever had any doubts about this connection, if you've ever had any doubts about how your masculine feels, this is confirmation that your divine masculine has chosen you in spiritual truth and is going to choose you in the 3D matrix and the 3D realm. He's bringing the divine feminine home. Hold on one moment. We are going to just finish up this reading. And I do believe I'm going to do one more reading for you guys today. I actually wasn't going to do any, but I was really inspired by just all of the generosity that I've received on the channel, and gifts and donations and comments and emails. And, you know, just you guys really inspire me and uplift me, and that really feeds me with energy. So I'm really honored to be able to be in this place and to have as many people who support me. I don't like the word followers or even subscribers. I wish there was another word, tribe, but people who support me, my soul tribe. And you guys really do feel like soul tribe, and I know that you feel like that for each other. And it's always been my intention to have this be a safe space where we lift each other up, where we assist each other when we're going through something on this most challenging journey. And we have created that. We have succeeded in creating that. So my beloveds, let's look at these cards. Notes from the universe on love and connection. Time for a love fest. This is so awesome. We've got the Lovers card, and then we've got time for a love fest. What would love do? It's a love fest, and let's see what the back of the card says. Actually, everyone is reasonable. They just have their own reasons, and usually it's worth trying to learn what they are to maximize chances of a full-blown 60s style psychedelic love fest, which is always a good thing. So it's time for a love fest. It's time to love everything, even the parts of yourself you don't like, your shadow parts, your masculine shadow, which is of course your shadow. Everything and anything that you've experienced in this year, because it's all brought you higher to this place and time, to this person that you are now. It's lessons and wisdom. So much love, guys, for everything that you have been through. Feed yourself love. Give yourself love. What would love do? What would love do? Do you know why it's so easy for us in the unseen to quickly pinpoint your whereabouts? You leave behind footprints of love. So leave behind footprints of love wherever you go, guys. That's a beautiful mantra to usher in 2021. Can you believe it? We're literally where I am. We're hours away from the new year. It's about 4 p.m. Hours away from the new year. I can't believe it. It's almost surreal. So it's a very surreal energy. There's glitches in the matrix, timeline jumping, timeline hopping going on. Guys, everything is possible. I just want to remind you of that. And I love you guys so, so much. Thank you so very much for supporting me and allowing me to do what I love. This is what I do for a living now. So everything that you guys, the likes, the comments, the shares, subscribes, the donations, booking personal readings with me that many of you have done this year, and I'm so very grateful for that as well, to be able to serve in that manner. You've all enabled me. I don't like the word enable. You've all allowed me to do this for a living. So thank you so very much. And those of you who are just starting out with a YouTube channel of your own, I want to encourage you to keep going. It gets so exciting when you get to monetize your channel and you go, wow, this could actually be something that I do. I could actually do this for a living. It's very exciting to watch yourself with your passionate, like a passion project that turns into something more. So I encourage all of you guys to keep going, to stay the course. And I love you guys very much. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take great, great care. Happy New Year.